I don't know how Mira will do in this quest. I don't know what she will do. I need to think about it. I didn't really think about it. I mean, I remember what she did the first time I played her, but I don't know if I want to go with that. So there are actual werewolves in the forest.
There was a time in Farelden's history when werebeasts roamed the lands in great numbers. Spirits possessed animals and turned them into horrific monsters. The humans warred against and destroyed these creatures. No doubt their tales of those days grow ever more inaccurate. The werebeasts are not all gone from this land, and the ones that stalk the Brazilian forests are proof of this.
So, why did these beasts attack you?
They are savage and unrelenting. They need no reason to attack anyone. What is curious, however, is the ambush. We expect werewolves to be no more cunning than a rabid wolf. The ambush suggests a level of intelligence we've never seen before.
Come on, surely you must have some warriors to spare.
Not enough to make a difference for you, and not simultaneously leave us defenseless.
So is there something we can do to help?
The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then ultimately either death or a transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself, and that would be no trivial task to retrieve.
But you're going to ask me to get it anyhow, right?
I would not ask such a thing of anyone. You asked, did you not? Within the Brazilian forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. But this task has proven too dangerous for us. I sent some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan.
You said you could perhaps destroy the curse?
There is no guarantee that this will work, as I suspect. But it's the only hope we have left.
Have you considered seeking outside help for this?
From whom? The Children of the Stone? The Shemlin? Do you truly think they have time to spare for us?
Well, if you don't ask. So if I help you, if we help you, so what will you give us? I hope you will give us support, at least.
We would assist with the blight, of course. And you would have our gratitude.
How kind. Well, I hope you have a more substantial reward.
A reward, is it? Very well. We have very little of the coin your people use, but we do craft items they find valuable. Return with the heart, and I will give you something extra that I'm sure you will have no trouble selling. Good enough?
As long as it helps my cause, this is what I have to do. Fine.
I must warn you that more than werewolves lurk in the Brazilian forest. It has a history full of carnage and murder, you see. Where there is so much death, the veil separating the spirit realm from our own becomes thin, allowing spirits to possess things, living or dead. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck.
Well, I have some questions for you.
Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Lanaya or Sayrel, the clan's storyteller, could provide you with answers just as easily.
Okay. Well, tell me more about this curse the hunters suffer from.
There is not much to say. It stemmed originally from Witherfang, but now any werewolf may infect someone with it.
how did this curse start? Do you know?
That is a long tale I do not have time to tell. Ask Sayrel about it if you wish.
So, did all werewolves everywhere stem from Witherfang?
No. The ones from this forest, however, do.
So if a werewolf bites me, then I will become infected?
It is possible, but not guaranteed. The only way to protect against the curse is not to be bitten.
Wow, that's useful. How do you know if you have been infected by the curse?
You will know within a matter of days. You will begin to sweat and vomit, and most tellingly, your temper will become wild and uncontrollable. If that happens to you, you should seek out Witherfang even more swiftly. Your mission at that point will be rather personal.
Okay.
Go on then.
How do I find Witherfang? Do you have any advice?
Watch for the white wolves. They are his eyes and ears in the forest.
Okay.
I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
So Mira doesn't really care about the devilish in particular. There's a lot of stuff to pick up. Yeah, she doesn't particularly care about the people. She doesn't feel like she belongs to them. She feels herself. She feels she's lucky for not have been raised by the devilish. And you would think, being a mage, maybe it would be better for her to have been, born and raised into the devilish. But she doesn't really care for their culture. She believes that whatever they believe in is all gibberish or nonsense, and she feels lucky that she has been chosen to learn the proper way of magic in a tower and everything. She feels she's still a devoted circle mage, our Mira, and she doesn't envy a keeper or anything, or any mage that belongs to the devilish at all. So I don't know what she will do about this whole quest. Let's talk with some people here. Let's see if she has something more.
I trust there are no hard feelings about my questioning of you when you arrived. We Dalish must protect ourselves from trouble at all times.
Well, maybe this is an occasion for Mira to try and understand this. What is going on between elves and humans, and except from, of course, the alien ages and stuff that she knows nothing about. I think elves that are mages and grow up in towers are actually the more privileged mages that there would be, unless they are, of course, abused in the towers. But honestly, of all the outcomes of an elf, maybe being a mage is the best they could be. There are many variables, though, so yes and no, maybe. Do others truly trouble you so much? Yeah, Mira wants to know this thing about that she cannot understand about elves that live outside the tower.
These days, very little, to tell the truth, for we've established a fearsome reputation amongst the Shemlin. We must still be vigilant, however.
Okay.
Not that I would expect an outsider to understand, but there you have it. We do what we must. You might have just told me you were a Grey Warden and saved me the grief, though I suppose I can hardly blame your caution. But I wish you good fortune with your task. Dareth Shiral.
Okay, so you're just...
Be careful in the camp. We are not used to outsiders walking amongst us, remember.
Yeah, that was not so much of an insight. Hello, Hunter. I can talk to these people? Hello.
Anathara, Grey Warden.
Are you very sad? Elves shouldn't have to live with humans if they don't want to.
I'm not very sad. I'm lucky, you little brat. Wow, these people really don't know anything. Well, maybe that's because they're not mages, so they would be probably closed off in an alien age and such. What do you think about this shell?
Yes.
I would never want to live amongst these people. Okay, so there are a lot of codex entries about the gods. They are all really interesting to read. A devilish armor. Okay, provisions. We need them. Okay, Liliana.
Hello.
Do your job. Hello. A love letter for our quest. Good. Dagger. Andril. And Slays. What do you have to say to me?
What are you doing? You've warped the wood completely. Did you leave it out in the rain?
No, Master Verathorn. I think I just used too much heat.
You're not smelting ore like a Durgenlin. This is living wood. It requires patience and delicate hands, not more heat.
My actions bring me sorrow, Master Verathorn.
And so they should. Truly the art will be lost to us forever at this rate. Throw away your dead wood and start anew, and I shall speak to our guest. Now then, please forgive my distraction, stranger. Is there something that you need?
So what exactly do you make here?
I'm the clan's craftsmaster. It's my responsibility to learn what I can of the ancient elven arts of shaping wood and ore. In truth, we Dalish know little of the art compared to what we once did. And even what we know has taken us many lifetimes to achieve. There is wood that, if treated properly, is as hard as steel but far lighter. It grows only in this forest. Ironbark. The keeper has forbidden us from entering the forest to collect the wood. This means I cannot make our finest crafts for years to come.
We have to go there. What if we happen to find some ironbark?
I would be hesitant to ask it of you, but if you should come across ironbark, I suppose there would be no harm in gathering some. It is blue and very distinctive. You can only harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree for Mage. If you find some, bring it to me, and I will craft it for you.
So what kind of item would you make?
I excel in making blades from the ironbark, or perhaps a breastplate. Provided there's enough wood, that is.
Okay, you're speaking my language now. Very well, we'll take a look when I'm in the forest.
That would please me. So long as our hunters come first.
Okay, let me see what you have.
I am no merchant, but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
I doubt it. Well, there is this. That I'm gonna buy. Oh, you have some Tomo skills. And some Dalish gloves. Dalish boots. Maybe Liliana could wear this stuff. I'm gonna sell you this. I found it in one of your chests, but I'm gonna sell it back to you. There, we got something. So, Liliana, let me see if this armor is better for you indeed. And it gives you some dexterity. Oh, wow. Yeah, I have a mod that changes the Dalish armor to be, one would say, cover up more. especially in the case of females. But what I would say is actually protect more. And this is perfect. It looks gorgeous on her, and now I feel less uneasy about her, her neck area, because I feel like it's protected a little bit more. So I know maybe this sounds stupid to some people, but to me, really, it does the difference. It makes a difference. So maybe if we find some good Dalish boots, maybe we can complete the set. And it's green, it suits you. See? It looks gorgeous on you, because you're a redhead. Wow, you are color coordinated, Leliana. Even your crossbow is... Oh, a pile of scrolls. Let me see. The Long Walk, more codex entries. About this ramen. Hello.
Andera Natishan, stranger. I am Athras. I hope the others have not been too harsh in their treatment of you.
Well, I haven't really been talking with many. It's a little bit annoying, and, well, I have a job to do.
It is not our intention to insult a Grey Warden. We are simply wrapped up in the plight of our hunters. It is easy to forget simple niceties at such a time. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brazilian forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me.
Yeah. Well, you could be helped, but I'm not gonna discuss this. Forbidden you?
We are banned from entering the forest now. I have more cause than most, but I will not disobey my keeper.
Why do you want to enter the forest?
I suppose there's no harm in telling a fellow elf, but surely you have greater concerns than any problem of mine, no?
Well, I'd like to hear about it.
Well, perhaps you could help me with it. I would certainly appreciate anything you could do. My wife Denilah and I both fought the werewolves in the ambush. She was injured so gravely, the curse spread rapidly in her. Zathrian fought hard to ease her pain, but there was little he could do. And though he says that Denilah is dead, he will not let me see her body. I am beginning to believe she became a werewolf, and that it is being kept from me so I do not go chasing after her.
And if she was a werewolf, and the elf chased her and then found her, what then? Sweet, blissful reunion?
I don't know. Maybe she would know me as her love, even still?
More likely she would love to eat you.
If I could just know if Denilah is alive, or what happened to her, then I could be at peace.
I can't. Shell. Well, maybe I could convince Zathrian to tell the truth.
No. It would be very rude to accuse the Keeper of lying. I know he means well. I just need to know. One way or another. If you were in the forest, perhaps you might come across her. Alive or dead. Any news would be better than none. And in return, I would be happy to gift you an amulet made by our craftsman. It may fetch you some coin in the human lands.
He's probably dead, you know.
I can only cling to a faint hope. Or rest once I find out the truth.
Well. Oh, this is about the Vallaslin. Rapid aim only. Not bad though, maybe sellable. The god of the craft.
I shall.
June. Another hunter. A landmark tent for the dog. We have a chest here that we cannot touch. We can touch the chest. They actually tell you to not to touch it. Hello, nurse.
I'm sorry, but I must attend to our ailing fallen.
Okay. They don't really want to say anything. Oh, look at this tent. So cute. This one... Oh, okay. Ah, she's faring better than the others. There. Elf fruit.
Right away.
We need Morrigan to brew some potions for us, eventually. Fenorel. The Dread Wolf. This is a statue by... It's a statue to the Dread Wolf. That's what it is. Oh, this child does something.
Hello. I'm not afraid of you. I'm a great Dalish warrior.
Yeah, no doubt.
So, you're the Grey Warden who's supposed to save us. I never thought an outsider would ever do anything for us.
So you're the Grey Warden who is supposed to save us?
Yeah.
I never thought an outsider would ever do anything for us.
Grey Warden.
I thought a Shem would be uglier. You're not so ugly.
Are you talking to Leliana? Because Mira is not a Shem. She's not human. Well, Leliana is not ugly, actually. She's looking very good right now. Hello.
We few wanderers greet you, friend. We do not see many of our city brethren here in the woods. Would you help us break our fast?
Okay.
Come then and sit. Join us by the fire.
Shale, sit down.
I am Cyril, the clan's tale-teller. I understand you are venturing into the haunted forest to save our hunters. I suspect your efforts may be in vain. An entire group of our hunters went into the forest to do as you intend, and they have not returned.
Why are you moving from one side to the other, guys? Well, the keeper mentioned that, you know.
Then you are very brave to adventure into such a place, even knowing the danger that awaits. Your courage impresses us greatly.
Are you effing with me? Because you might get punched. Yeah, you think your sarcasm is going to help you, do you?
Nothing will help us now. Least of all the meddling of an outsider.
You are being most unkind, Cyril. Would you refuse our hunters' help simply because of the hand that offered it?
You shame me, Lethalan. I have allowed my bitterness to cloud my better judgment. Forgive me, Grey Warden. It is most difficult to forget the lessons the Shemlin have taught us. Perhaps I can yet make amends. Stay while I spin a tale for our children. And then I will tell you of the forest if you desire.
Really? I think we need to know about the forest now.
Then I'll tell you what I know. Our legends say that before the Shemlin came, the Brazilian forest was a place of our ancestors that predated even our oldest homeland. The people of the Imperium came here and gave the forest its name. If they found traces of our ancestors, we cannot say. If they did, those elves were slain or enslaved. We know only that a great many battles were fought here. These trees grow upon the graves of those who fell, Shemlin and elves both.
Okay.
So much death in one place tore the veil into the beyond. The Shemlin know the beyond as the Fade, the place of dreams and spirits. When the veil is torn, spirits pass into our world freely. The legends say that one great spirit possessed the wolf that became Witherfang, who passed its curse of rage onto men and created werewolves.
So this Witherfang still exists today? The very same?
So Zathrian insists. He says that Witherfang does not age, as the werewolves do. Witherfang is as much spirit as it is beast, and thus it is immortal. Perhaps it cannot even be slain. At the very least, it is old and powerful, much as Zathrian himself.
So there are many spirits in the forest?
The forest is said to be haunted. Spirits possess the trees, the wolves, even the bodies of the dead. They yearn for true life, you see.
There were battles in this forest?
Who can say what value the Imperium placed on this land? And how many elves died here, in slavery? Even the barbarians, who came to overthrow the Imperium, fought and died on this soil.
So how many werewolves are there?
No one knows. When the Shemlin lived in these parts, the curse would spread anew to a few of them with each passing year. They would run off into the forest, never to be seen again. Eventually, all the Shemlin left. One assumes the werewolves survive by passing their curse to their offspring. They have had no new blood. Until now, that is.
Have the hunters become werewolves?
It is said that 1 or 2 have turned already, though the Keeper denies it. As for the rest, they will either die or turn, unless they are killed out of mercy. I would rather die than become a ravening, soulless beast. Wouldn't you? One last warning. The forest is like a thing alive. It changes as it wills, closing paths behind you and opening up new ones. Too many have become lost within, unable to find their way out. Were I you, I would endeavor not to make the forest my enemy.
You look really good, Liliana. I love this armor on her. And the new design. I wish the man had breeches too, because I don't know. I mean, you can wear very little armor. It's not like you can't. But it's just, I feel better when I see everybody properly, in proper attire. Coming.
Hello?
Why are you cringing? Speak up.
That is, we
Are you daft? What's the matter?
I am sorry. I didn't mean to offend you in any way.
Well, you have a name, I assume.
I'm sorry. I'm not used to dealing with outsiders. Though we do get people like you from time to time. Elves from the city, I mean. I am Kamen, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter.
And, be one and stop wishing for it.
Never mind. Just go away and leave me alone.
Oh, yeah, we need probably to talk with Lunai as well. So he has a quest. I don't know if Mira is interested in that, really. What about you? Okay, you're just staring at the little red wolf.
So you are the Grey Warden who is supposed to save us?
You all say the same thing.
I never thought I would hear of an outsider who would ever do anything for us.
So, you are the Grey Warden who is supposed to save us?
So you're named.
I never thought I would hear of an outsider who would ever do anything for us. Andaran Atishan, outsider.
So who are you?
I am Gaina. Is there something you need from me?
Not specifically.
I am not sure what I can tell you, but I shall try.
What can you tell me about Zathrian?
Zathrian? He has been our keeper since long before my parents' parents were born. What could you wish to know about him?
Wow, that's a long time. Just how old is Zathrian exactly?
I don't know. Very old. It is said that Zathrian may be one of the first to become as our ancestors were long ago, immortal.
How could that be? Why him and not the others?
We all live longer than the Flat Ears, the elves who live with humans. The Keepers even more so because of their knowledge of the old ways. Why Zathrian differs from the others, I do not know. Perhaps he has been blessed by the creators.
No, immortality would actually interest Mira, but she doesn't believe actually that they live more than city elves. She doesn't believe it. She just doesn't. I mean, for her, Dalish people are less than nothing, and they are actually very stupid from her point of view for not adhering to the chantry and that kind of stuff. It's probable, with probability in the circle, they told her that the Dalish magic is bad and the Dalish have they don't teach the right things, and they probably badmouthed the Dalish. So you have to take into account that Mira can be biased when she thinks about herself and or the Dalish.